Hi, David. Today was a good, not too good of a day, not a bad day, but everybody has good days and bad days. I've learned that, so I'm taking it in stride. One thing I'm learning what helps is digital journaling. Not really anybody watches the videos, but I'm fine with that, just so I can look back and see where I was and where I came from. And I only get out every now and then, and I'm low on smokes, so. But it's life on life's terms. I'm learning to handle things better than I used to, because I only have what I can handle in my mind. What's going on around me, I can't change anything about that. I can only change how I handle it. That's what I'm learning. And I have other things I can do. I dip too. I do two bad things, but I'm fine with that. But basically, just tired of the gossip where I live and people starting rumors and stuff. But it's annoying sometimes, but I know as long as I keep digital journaling, I feel fine. And I figured I'd try to do it once a week. And I do post them, so not all of them, but some of them. But I notice when I digital journal once a week, I feel better. I'm like, yeah, no, I think I know what the problem is. So, because sometimes I just need to get out of what's in my head out and talk about it to somebody or something, or even the camera's fine too. It helps me feel better. Because I can't change what it is. I can only change how I handle it. And Buddhism and philosophy has helped me come a long way. And positive audiobooks. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, the audiobooks, positive ones, but that's what I call them, positive. I've learned a lot from all three. How to handle my mind and stay calm in any situation. Sometimes it's a little rough, but I've gotten better with it. I'm learning. And I notice the more positive I'm getting, the more negativity I see around where I live. It's like, oh my God. And sometimes I realize being around negativity all the time, it's kind of hard to be positive when just about everybody you live with is always complaining or whatever. So it's hard. But I fight with it. And I don't really talk to anybody where I live because it's just negativity, and I don't want any more negativity. And sometimes people start stuff just to start it, because they have nothing better to do. But I have plenty of stuff to keep me busy. I got video games. I got to finish cleaning my apartment. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I just got to tidy up, sweep, and pretty much take out the garbage. Try to keep taking the garbage out on a regular basis so it don't stink up the apartment. I take it out every couple of days so it's easier to deal with. Because since I've been keeping it tidier, it does drive me as crazy. It's not drive me as crazy. And the more positive I get, the more negativity I see. And like, I don't even really want to go on social media apps that I have anymore. But one, I post all positive quotes and stuff, all positive, and spiritual too. Some spiritual stuff, positive stuff. Like I said, I know nobody watches the videos, but I don't care. It helps me. And I can look back saying, wow, I was really bad at one point. Because the first video to now, I've watched some of my older videos. I was like, wow, I was a bad space in my head back then. And now I've learned the only thing I can handle or control is my brain, nothing around me. And one thing I learned, trauma is not actually trauma. They call it trauma, but it's a lesson to learn from, because everybody has some kind of trauma. And everybody uses it in a different way. One thing that changed with me, it was nobody's fault. It was life. Life teaching me lessons not to redeem what I went through, and I've actually done that. I don't repeat what I've done. And I got 18 years sobriety from pretty much all my drugs. 18 years. I think this next year will be 19, I believe. 18 years. I never thought I'd be 18 years sobriety as bad as I was, but I've come a long way. I've got really better at it. And it took me, how old I am, I don't know off the top of my head, but it took me this long to learn everything I learned And things I'm learning now, they should teach the school, but they don't. One thing I'm learning, smartphones can make you stupid or they can make you smart. And I'm using it trying to get smarter and better in my life. I've been looking up different things, learn how to make money, basically. How to make money and get smarter. Because nobody's responsible for our happiness. We're responsible for our own happiness. And I struggle with that. Because I know I can only find happy within me, but sometimes I struggle with that, trying to find the happy within me. I've gotten better with it, but my theory, I've heard this: if you can be happy, sad for no reason, you can be happy for no reason. So, but I've come a long way. But like some days are more struggle fights than others. But that's part of life. That's how we grow, is through trials and tribulations. Like stuff I go through here, I'm learning how to deal with it. And one thing I'm learning is to have empathy for people, because how do I know what they're going through? I don't. So now I learned that through Buddhism, to have empathy for people. That's how I can tolerate people easier, is to have empathy and passion. Empathy and passion. One thing about life, I'm handling it better than I used to. Because I'm learning I can only handle what's in my mind. I can only handle it. However, it's nobody's fault the way I act, because it's all in my brain. It's how I handle it. So, somebody calls me a name. Oh well, I take everything. I learned this. Listen to a video. Everything is a gift that's given to you, and if you don't take the gift, whose is it? It's nobody's. So, or the person that gave it to you, depending on how you want to look at it. But like lately, since I heard that, I take everything as a gift. If they're given to me, I don't want it. Whose is it? And one thing I learned, if it's not going to affect me in 10 years, why worry about it today? So there's a lot of stuff that goes on. It's going to affect me in 10 years? Not really, so why worry about it? And one thing I learned, everything will fix itself with help, in due time, in the universe's time, not my time. I'm a big believer in the universe. I've been watching a lot of spiritual videos and stuff. I'm reading the book Frequency. I think I've been reading it for a while. I only read like 15 minutes a night. And I could actually read better than I thought I could, because I sit down for 15 minutes, take my time, and I meditate before I read, so my mind's already calm when I read, so it's easier when my mind's calm. But like I said, everything I learned, everything will fix itself with help in due time. So I can't worry about it, because it will get fixed. Less worrying I do, because I know it will get fixed. So sometimes it's hard, but I've gotten a lot better. There's a lot of things I do that I got better with. I don't belittle myself. I don't yell at myself. I'm learning to be kind to myself. That's what I'm learning. Because we're our own worst critics sometimes. We are our own worst critics. I've learned to have patience and tolerance with myself. Because it's going to take time to get more into this, because I just got into being more positive about myself than I think a year or two ago. So it's still freshly new. But I'm learning to have patience with myself. And I don't even know what time it is. That's not quite 3, it's almost 3 in the morning. Because this is when I'm up and I sleep during the day. And I didn't get my tobacco today, because basically I fell asleep meditating. And the time I got up, my brother was already doing other stuff, so. But I gotta go grocery shop. I think he's taking me out today, so I gotta go grocery shop. I haven't got my car fixed yet. And I'm not worried about it. It will get fixed when it gets fixed, when I get the money. all in due time.